Big bank, take low bank. Big bank, take low bank.
Back again, back to back, made back, stacked it. I'm a Slim Shady, the M. Once he black, he'll be back again. Tell him that it's crunch time.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
How about that, taking a deep shot on the first play of the game. Obviously wanting to set a tone by pushing the ball downfield. Just came up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. On third down, Wilson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. First carry now for the former Viking. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there. And, look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete. But they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
This is intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll run for it with Penny. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards.
11.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some spot on the field.
And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Garoppolo now. After the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
11.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Go ahead. 13.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Black 80! White 20! White. Here we go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Black 80! Go ahead. 11. Here we go.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Alert.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now Wilson completes it to Dixon. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. he finds a way to pick up a first down.
14.
Now Wilson on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Baldwin. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
0-0. Front left.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And Dixon over the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. 10 more there and another first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Big jumbo.
They go play action here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
First down, a bit of a disaster. And now on second and goal, back even further. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. Dumps that off to Penny, his running back. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation. So third and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense.
19.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And that hits the right upright but goes in anyway. Oh, friendly bounce there that could have gone either way easily, but he gets it to go. And they are on the board but still trailing. It's 7-3. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. K.J. Wright. In from his linebacker's spot, he's able to him for a loss of about 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Penny, a first down carry. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Seahawks on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Wilson. And he's got his man. It's Darbo. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. Wilson now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Baldwin with it over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. 1st down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Wilson. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to have a 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. And the 49ers going to take another timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And Janikowski bangs it through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So another good job defensively, because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all, because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip.
12.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now it's Lockett. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
To throw is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now it's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They go play action now. Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now here's Michael Dixon on for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. So you want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. Garoppolo going for the deep ball. Fights off the defender. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
12.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Bobby Wagner in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because that's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
He gets it to Baldwin. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
This time, Wilson will throw. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Letting one go deep for the end. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Marshall, the intended receiver. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
12.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They go again with Cannon. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Here's Wilson. And incomplete here on third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And Janikowski bangs it through, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, 13.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional running.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Frank Clark in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
4 down, check, 4 down.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Nazir Jones in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Garoppolo looks to throw. Steps away to his left. Airing it deep for Garcon. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Nice move on the play, but he will be brought down shy of the 15. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Yeah, baby. We'll play time, guys. Let's go. He's cracked. He's checking. Back up. Check. 48. Check. Come on.
Still going. They can't stop him. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Cannon. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
This is complete. It's Baldwin. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Now this time he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Marshall. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a gain of 5. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They go play action with Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wilson wants to throw it. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Wilson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done, because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Garoppolo now. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 44. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected?
He's got it at the 15. They give him a gain of 37.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around it and play football.
This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Oh, Wilson going to throw. zone, caught. Touchdown, Seattle. In for the score. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Janikowski good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out to kick is Janikowski. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The Niners on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Right there in coverage, the veteran Cam Chancellor.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
And they pick up the 1st down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped him on 3rd down, or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
One final try now for Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And that will write a finish to this ball game.